Hi, I'm Jan. Behind the camera is Tracy. You'll see her in a moment. And we are in room 3019 on the Oceania Sirena. This is a deluxe porthole room here on deck 3. Now, one of the things as you come into the room is you realize that even though it's only 165 square feet, it actually feels pretty spacious for what it is. Behind me, what you have is a queen-size bed. And what we found in Oceania is generally the beds in Oceania are very comfortable. I'll put something below me here that actually tells you how it actually is. And for a ship that was originally built in 1999, what I'm very impressed is on either side of the bed you have nightstands that have 3 drawers, but more importantly, it has a 110 and a 220 and 2 USB-A outlets on either side. We have been on a lot of ships that are much newer that don't even have that.
As you move into the living area of this cabin, you notice that there's a very lovely couch just for 2, kind of a love seat with a nice table. This is a really nice marble top table, so if you did decide to do in-room dining, that's a great way to enjoy your room service. Off and to the right, you have a get yourself ready vanity area. It has a lighted vanity mirror. It also has 110, 220, and it also has additional USB ports here. Additionally, there are some extra drawer space if you have to put stuff away, and you do have a little mini refrigerator. And on Oceania cruises, the soft drinks and water are included complimentary in your room.
All right, so in addition to the full-size mirror you have here, which makes the room feel a lot larger, what also kind of makes this room feel large is the amount of storage space you have. Despite only being 165 square feet, there really is a lot of storage. Now, I already talked about the 2 end tables with their 3 drawers on either side of the bed. Tracy talked to you about the drawers you have with the vanity. Additionally, below the TV, you have another area for storage which has 2 shelves, but you also have the wardrobe. You have 2 wardrobes. On the one is a decent sized wardrobe for hanging clothes, which will easily be able to, at least for us, for 14-day sailing, to be able to have as much room you need for your hanging clothes. But also to the left of that, you have another wardrobe which you have 4 different drawers. You have your safe and you have some other dressers here. And something I think is kind of interesting. We were in a very similar room. We had a deluxe ocean view on the Oceania Regatta, but one thing I love about where you have the porthole is they actually have a hanging rack. So if you don't have enough rooms for your folding clothes or your hanging clothes in the wardrobe, you actually have additional place where you can put your clothes up and hang them right there using that space in front of the porthole.
One of the things about being on an ARC-class ship is really up until you get into a penthouse, all the bathrooms are small and they are identical. This one is small and it's actually a little bit dark. I was surprised that there wasn't lighting above you, but there is lighting on the mirror, and that's really the only one they have. And what they also have though is like a blue nightlight mirror, so that's kind of nice to have in there. One of the things that we do like about Oceania is the ARC-class ships went through a refurbishment several years ago, and one of the big improvements they made was inside of the shower, and that is having these plexiglass clear doors. Not only does it make the space look a little bit bigger, but it's more convenient than having a wet shower curtain rubbing against your leg while you're trying to take a shower. Again, it is a very tight space, but it is big enough for one person. To the opposite of that, you do have the standard restroom toilet there. And one of the things that I do like is they have a nice shelving area that is right behind the toilet. So I haven't seen it like this before on this ship. Maybe this is just a different configuration. And the other thing they do have is they have plenty of place to put your toiletries and stuff. And this is the first time we've actually seen a medicine cabinet on a ship, and it does have a lighted vanity to get ready if you choose not to use the vanity in the living area.
So this is the deluxe porthole room 3019 on the Oceania Sirena. Now we have lots of other videos to show you other ships and as well as this ship, so go ahead and watch this video, and as always, keep on traveling.